All right. There is the bell. Let's go. How is everybody doing today? Thanks for joining up on the live, of course. SPY is starting to point higher here today. Look at the way SPY is moving. It's bouncing off of the pre-market low. Running higher here up towards 677. I like the way this action is playing out so far. Holding support pretty well. Kind of filled that gap. Filling the gap is one of the bigger deals that I saw this morning. SPY gapped up a little bit right here. And we can see now it came back down and essentially filled it. It didn't quite get there, but I mean, you might as well just say it did. It's a pretty good move though, 677.20. Love the way the SPY's looking here. There we go. Let's go, SPY. I love this action today. What I'm watching for is for this downtrend of lower highs to break. We've been getting a downtrend of lower highs the past few days and even the past few weeks, but I guess we have to just go up to that all-time high. Where are you? I guess it's right here. No. Yeah, it is. Sorry, I'm going crazy here. But yeah, the trend of lower highs is coming into play. It's going to be attempting to break that trend today. That's what I want to see. Will the trend break? That's the million-dollar question. Olaf from the plane. Whoa, that's pretty cool. Free Wi-Fi on Southwest now for members. What do you mean by members? I have a Southwest credit card. Am I a member? Although I'm pissed now because they don't do the check bags. Oh, okay, cool. It's free to sign up. Gotcha. I must have that too. That's sick though. If the trend breaks, wouldn't Bitcoin rally back up? It could. Bitcoin will probably start moving with the SPY if we do get a lot of good action coming through. Probably would. What happened with Japan? Yeah, I mean, they, let me get you an article really quick. I'm surprised it's not, like, pasted all over the front pages here. Yep. So they did what everyone thought. They raised their rates to the highest in 30 years. Here you go. Sorry about that. Don't know why they didn't have it on the front page. But, yeah, they raised their benchmark rate to the highest in 30 years, which is pretty crazy. The 10-year yield in Japan went over 2%. It's a pretty big deal. I mean, it just ended up not really hitting markets as much as people thought. And that's 100% fine. Sometimes that's just the case. I know we normally say buy the rumor, sell the dip. Normally it's sell the rumor, buy the dip. Funny enough. Oh, man. I don't know, guys. I don't want to be throwing up random book maps all the time here on the stream. People don't want to really see that. I'll throw them up in the Discord, though, if you ask in there. Just tag me, though. Don't tag Mason. Oh boy. Yeah, try not to do too many today too. If possible. Very distracting. Good morning, Anthony. SMR's moving, Elite says. SMR new scale. There we go, running up to 1650. I like SMR's little action today. It sucks that it broke under the trend line recently, though. That's a big trend line to break down. $17 broke as well. Big support recently. Oof. I'm a bit more bearish on SMR than I am bullish with that trend starting to break. I was bullish off of it as it hit the trend last time, but of course that doesn't mean it's going to go up forever. It ended up turning over very fast, actually. I had a great few days there off that trend, but doesn't mean that you're going to win. Every time, of course, it's not going to bounce every time. All right, back to the SPY we go. Let's go check it out here. Moving up 678. It's pretty huge. It's been kind of stuck here for a few minutes. Go to that 1 minute chart. Okay, coming back up to test the high of the day again. Be nice to get there and break. I'm seeing some interesting PA. Hit that like, Outlaw says. Appreciate that, Outlaw. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Thanks for joining. like you said, is doing well. Energy Fuels, let's see. Okay, nice, up to 15. Yeah, very good action by Energy Fuels. Broke out past 14.15 early this morning. Bounced off of it. Probably leading my watch list. Oh, it's like 7th or something. CoreWeave is up a lot today, too. Oh, wow, CoreWeave. Wow, big jump up to like 75. Very interesting, CoreWeave. I like that action with Energy Fuels, of course, though. Nice momentum play from last night. Let's look at some of these growth stocks moving. Fly, FLY, Firefly Aerospace moving again. Some of these are extremely interesting. This one's like a lander company. They make like moon landers or Mars landers or whatever you want to call those. There is, Jose, but you'll have to get Bitcoin and connect your crypto broker or Coinbase or figure out a way to get some data to it. But there is. I think Tesla wants down, Bobby says. TSLA. Really dropping off there. 482 coming up. Robert coming in clutch again. Appreciate you as always, Robert. Hey, Tom, what's your honest opinion on SPY? Do you think it'll close under or over the all-time high around the end of the year? Stay blessed as always, everyone. Oh, yeah. Merry Christmas, Robert. If you're into that. Merry Christmas. Hope we have a great end of the year as well. I am leaning more towards a possible all-time high push here to end the year. You know, up into the Santa rally portion of the year, which comes around the end of December going into January. First 2 days of January is where the Santa rally ends. So yeah, I mean, I personally am looking for a possible all-time high to come up. Not just because of that trend today, which looks weird. There we go. What's it doing? Hang on. It's not supposed to be lined up right there. I don't know what's doing that. There we go. What is going on? Okay. Goodbye, trend. Trading view is broken. But yeah, SPY moving up, though, very well. I am looking at an all-time high to come up by the end of the year. At least a test again of this upper range. I would at least like to see 686 touch again here. But I would think that we could maybe get some optimism with the Santa rally coming through. Some good buying spurred up there. Here's 679 on SPY testing right now. This is a very large resistance. Anywhere from 679 to 679.50 all the way up to 680 even. Very large range here, like a whole $1 range. Kathy Wood selling Tesla, time to buy. Is she really selling it? She's selling it pretty close to highs, so it's not terrible. It's not the worst sell I've ever seen her make. She's had some weird ones, I'll say. Does she still have ARC G? She does. How's that daily? Oh, it started coming back a little bit. I didn't know if this one had been like, if it died or I don't know. Got taken down. Like ARK though, ARKK. It's fun mocking Kathy like Kramer. Just this just in. Hunter still thinks Kathy Wood sucks. Yes, I would guarantee that. I could guarantee you that one. What do you think though, Robert? You know, I think that we'll be able to get up there for an all-time high push. You know, it's a very historically bullish time of the year. SPY's coming up off a little dip. I could see the dip getting bought up for the all-time high to finally push. But I'm curious what you think too. I mean, you know, it's okay to have your own opinion too. She seems like Kramer. Yeah, it's like the female version of Kramer. It's what Kramer would be if Kramer didn't have his daily show. Up 30% on pounds here in QQQ calls. I'm calling it a day. Hey, there you go. Beautiful, Bob. 190 breakout on Palantir. Wow. Yeah, another good move. I like it. Palantir to the upside. Very nice. Glad to see it really breaking over 187. That was a good run. Very good run by Palantir. Look up Datadog. All right, trying to come up a little bit with Datadog. You know, it's been really down the past couple weeks. Had that big money trade from November 20th. That thing's done really well as it's starting to play out, but it's trying to form a base here in the short term around 136.50 to 137.60 just about. And, you know, it's holding pretty well overall. See like 140 come up here for a possible breakout. Jennifer caught the Palantir as well. There you go. Seems like Palantir was a popular one to catch today. You know what they say about trading calls on Palantir.
60% of the time, it works every time.
The best stats. I think Kramer was assigned to the board of Costco. What? Why? Because it keeps going down? It's pretty funny. It's Costco stock must be going down because I've been going to Costco lately. That must be why. It's funny. I start going to Costco and the stock dies. AMD too. Advanced Money Destroyer. Is that another fun one you were trading today? Oh no, he's saying he was assigned to the board. I see. Poor Kramer gets a lot of hate here. Deservedly so, though. Man, AMD starting to come up today in a pretty awesome way. I gotta give it to it. Gotta give it to him today. Not bad. How's Nvidia? Oh yeah, same thing, up to 180 though. Nvidia probably just touched a huge sell wall. 180 is usually a pretty big level. See if it loads up or not. Oh yeah. That was the biggest level in the immediate short term. 665,000 shares were traded there as it broke out. It's pretty huge. 665,000. Dang. That's a bad one. Nike took a beating, Jake said. On earnings? Oh my gosh, yeah, they did. Wow. They're getting really low back towards support. Jennifer coming in with $4.99. Merry Christmas. Oh, thank you. Merry Christmas to you and your family as well. Thank you, Jennifer. That is rough with Nike, though. Brutal there. Oracle saved the day with TikTok. Yeah, they did. Definitely helped. Definitely helped. That was a huge headline this morning. Look, it's going to be all over the front page, probably. Yep. Still is. Palo Alto announces multi-billion-dollar deal with Google Cloud, PANW. Popped up pre-market but fell off. I'm surprised they didn't continue better, but Oracle did. Yeah, that was nice. They joined the investor group to run TikTok's U.S. business. That's what we want to see. Oracle helping out with TikTok here. Oil price is stable after Trump says he won't rule out war with Venezuela. How is crude? Has it had some volatile action the past few days? I know it was running up the other day. Okay. But it traded back down. Now we're back up again. Crude just touched a big support. Don't know if you guys have paid attention to crude at all here, but it is on a huge support of $55 a barrel. Look at how significant the bounces are there on crude oil futures. As long as that support holds, that could end up being really good for some oil stocks like ZOM, Oxy, CVX. More directly, stuff like GUSH, GUSH, 2x leveraged oil ETF, maybe XLE, energy ETF would be a good one off the dip possibly, but very interesting setup here. The stocks themselves like XLE, CVX, and others seem a bit slow, like a bit more boring. Crude looks like it's actually testing support in a much better way. Looks a lot more streamlined on the setup. WTI? I don't really look at WTI, honestly. Oh, you mean like... Oh, I see. I thought you meant like WTI futures. Yeah, it looks just like crude. It looks like crude oil futures to me. What do you think of holding QQQ over the weekend? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. WTI oil. $6.17 moving up here, QQQ. Right at the high of the day again. See if it can make another breakout. Go for a run. Yeah, WTI looks exactly the same. Meta needs to assist for a breakout. Apple 2. Let's go see that Mag 7 setup. Nvidia's been helping. There we go, SPY. Let's get a good push past 680. You're breaking through 679 right now. 679.50 range as well. This is a big area. Big area for the market. Get through this $1 resistance zone. Be a huge deal. 180 resistance will be a squeeze on Nvidia. Oh, wow, just got through. Man, SPY just ripped through 680. We are seeing some great PA here to end the week, guys. Destroy that like. If you're just now joining up, also, let's run up a poll here. One big deal to remember for next week is that the market is going to be closed. You can see holiday hours right here. On Thursday, December 25th, markets are going to close for Christmas Day. On December 24th, which is Christmas Eve, markets will be open in the morning. They'll be open till 1 p.m. Eastern. Ha, sorry, Jose. Funny. All right, let's see how that SPY is moving. Just had some data release. Got that good candle up through 680. Let me take Japan off here real quick. Existing home sales came in 4.13 million. It says consensus here is 4.2 million. Seems just under. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference there on the market, but it helps SPY get a little candle there for a second. I think that if the market's bullish today, it's going to be bullish whether the home sales are good or bad, but obviously if they surprise too much, I think it could move things, but it doesn't seem like much of a surprise or much of a difference, so I think the market's just going to react how it would have as if the release didn't happen. I think if SPY does break the trend, the high a day could hit 682. I think if SPY does break the trend, you think it can hit 682. That's a pretty attainable number. A very attainable number. $680, $60, $680, $50. Man, 682 coming up as well. Looking nice, looking nice. What's up, Alexander? Hope you're doing well. Hope everything's going great. Yeah, SPY's still on a base ripper today. Trying to hold above this 679 range now, which is going to be important for it to do. Bank of America moving great. That's a good pump by the banks today. That's helping the market too. JP Morgan up quite a bit. All right. JP Morgan chopping around up here at the top. Boom, SPY. That's just awesome to see. Awesome stuff. Man, SPY, now you're turning over on us? Happens at 7 a.m. every time. Crush it today. Don't stay in too long, guys. You know, man is going to be rugging everyone real soon. Rug pulling them. I like how you call it rugging them. It's pretty weird. I've never heard anyone say that, but that's a pretty funny term. I like it, Bob. The problem with VIX is that it's probably just going to chop around down here. We'll probably see a lot of chop in this lower end of the zone here between 14, 20, and 16. Made 800 on Lunar, now off to the Mechanic. Have a great weekend. See ya, Anthony. Good luck at the Mechanic. Good luck, good luck. That's funny. I need to go do that today. Get like an oil change or something. I think we'll be doing that. Jake said VIX is like nothing. Man, look at Lunar there. That is beautiful. 1150 to 1165, moving up 1380 overhead. Wow, Lunar. No kidding. No wonder you hit on this one well. That is a great pop. $14. If you're just now joining up, destroy the like. Let's go ahead and run up a little poll today. We're going to run up a poll. SPY has its high of day posted around 680.50. 680.50. All right, here we go. Writing it up for us real quick. All right, we got 3 choices here today. 3 choices in this poll. Get them in. Will SPY close over 680.50, the current high of the day, or will it fall down? Vote where you think the SPY closes. SPY above the high of day, 680.50. SPY between 675, 678. Or SPY below 675. Let me know what you think. Just get your votes in. I guess I wrote that bad. It should say SPY between 675 and 680.50, but I was looking at that next resistance there. Just act like it says that. Good morning, Tangi. Did you get your beauty sleep yet, or you still need to sleep? Bob closed out of everything early. He says we're bullish. Oh, there you go, Tangi. Got to drive to Salinas today to meet a subcontractor. Whoa. Salinas. I feel like I've heard of that before. Matt's Crypto loves me some Tesla. Pretty bad action today, unfortunately, but I'm glad you're loving it. Yeah, really though, hasn't had the best PA today. You mean the long term? I got you. I was like, wow, it's not it's not doing very good today. No love today. Selling 5-day to expiration OTM puts over and over and over. Like it. Nice, Matt. Yeah, Tangi, you're talking about doing that stuff on the border, right? You said it gets extended out. Then prices skyrocket. KJ says pull back to 678, then bounce. Maybe that'll be the case here. SPY is getting really slow. Right around this range. Yeah, very slow. One-minute bull flag, Oscar said. Looking at this as a bull flag on here. Man, Tesla's actually testing its low of the day now. Watch out. It started turning over a minute ago, and now it's looking pretty advantageous if that continues. Google looks like it was pumping pretty well. Nvidia turning over at 180 resistance, which is a huge level for it. What is going on in the chat? BMNR's ripping. Tom Lee. Bitmine. You said ripping. How? This is not ripping. You lied. You had me excited. I guess on a 1-minute basis, it was doing pretty good. It's weird how, like, if you zoom out, though, it's not even, like, very comparable to even, like, just the random move Wednesday. Or, like, these other good days. It is good to see it gapping up, though, and trying to move it, trying to get some action. Not bad. Maybe have a good continuation here into the afternoon. It definitely has some momentum. 9%'s decent? How? Look at the daily chart. Like, look at all these other green days. I would say 9% is very underwhelming for BMNR, honestly. I mean, we're talking multiple other days of 14%, 11%, 18%. Like, I guess it's a good start, but yeah, even like if you compare it to like these days, very, very small compared to these. It's just a volatile stock. Here, it's actually whenever BMNR has moved up, on average, it's moved up 16% since it hit, or since the past year. So it's only up about half of its average green day, which is pretty wild. They're selling Tom Lee bobbleheads. That would be the best to see. I'm not seeing any news really associated to this today. I'm assuming Ethereum moving is what's helping it, mainly. ETH does seem like it's starting to come up off the dip here pretty well. That is the stocked up trading algorithm, KJ. Here, I'll send you a link in the chat. If you're interested in it, you can check it out. When you sign up, you just send Mike your Discord username and we'll, or sorry, your TradingView username, and you can add it on. If you look right here, it also lets you, you can auto plot up support and resistance. It gives you likely to rise or likely to fall labels, prediction clouds, overbought and oversold labels as well. You can change the correlation ticker and the look back period. You can change the confidence level on some of these indicators, like the overbought and oversold, for example, likelies as well. But yeah, it's separate from the trading floor, of course. It's its own deal. Did you send him an email, Jake, or a message? Because he doesn't check his messages. He gets too many. Okay, good. Good. It might take a few days to get back, Jake. We're all traveling for the holidays right now, so that's one thing that I will warn you for this next week or so. Just in case. Maybe it won't. Robert said, another question. You believe 700 before the end of the year? Oh, 700? Now that's tough. Before the end of the year? I don't see it. I don't see it before the end of the year. That's only like 2 weeks away. If that was to happen, I think the SPY would need to really have a nice run. I think we could make new all-time highs or test the current one, but I'm not necessarily thinking 700. That would be a tough call. If it did, that would be a pretty insane move in my eyes. Again, if it happens, I'll jump up and down with joy, but but yeah, it's gonna be rare to see that, really. You still looks good, Steve said. Energy fuels. Let's go check on that 1 minute. Oh yeah, just made a new high of the day a couple minutes ago. Hit 1530. Hell yeah. That was a great breakout. It took a long time to break, but kind of had a good like bullish wedge pattern going there and finally broke out. Very nice. Love it, Steve. Tom Lee's end of year target is 7,000. I remember him saying that Bitcoin would hit like 200,000 this year. Pretty sure you said 25. He retraced that big time. Yeah, he probably came out after the fact and said something different, but... One sec here, got a few book maps here. Oh. One sec. All right. Here we go. He set his January target for Ethereum 6K. He'll now hit January 150. Whoa. Oscar says, I saw Tom Lee at my Wendy's taking orders. Tom Lee. I've got some jokes about him working, but I'll refrain. His hair forecast is a little too neat lately. We need more mess. I know, he looks pretty wild, doesn't he? What's up with all these guys and looking weird? Like Michael Burry and Tom Lee and... like, who's another one? None of them look semi-normal. There's always something weird. Elon? That's a funny one. Oh, Alex Karp. Yeah, there you go. Michael Saylor? Let me look him up. It's been a while since I've seen a picture of him. Oh, yeah. He's funny, too. He looks a bit more normal, I'd say, but... some of his look wild. In some of his pictures, he looks awesome. The other ones, he looks crazy. The CEO of Oracle. Oh, Larry Ellison, yeah. Yeah, Larry Ellison does look funky. He looks like he does like lip injections or something, or Botox. Maybe he doesn't, but maybe that's why he talks weird. Yeah, that is kind of Oscar. That is a good point, yeah. He kind of looks like Tony Hinchcliffe from Kill Tony. Like, when Tony gets older, that's what he's going to look like. Coconut hates Tom Lee's haircut. Man, SPY just rejected here at 679.50. Starting to trade under 679 again, which is not the best sign to see. Not the best there. Like Steve Wynn. Those filters are unmistakable. Steve Wynn. Like the Wynn Casino guy? That has to be who you mean. Oh yeah. Yep. Got the same deal. There's SPY. All right. Started rejecting there for a minute. Thank God it got through quick. $678 was the bounce. You were right. NVDA bounce. $178 back to $180 soon. I like it, KJ. You did call that earlier. Didn't you also say SPY to $678? It got pretty close. Got very close. Sorry, guys, trying to answer questions here. All right. KJ Lynn, Meta's flagging on the 1 hour. META. Oscar says, does anybody use level 2 data for SPY? I've seen people use a lot of level 2 data, not necessarily on the SPY though. One thing to keep in mind, Oscar, is that whenever you're looking at SPY, it's an ETF, okay? If it's gonna follow the S&P 500 generally, pretty close. So even if you see something on level 2, it doesn't really matter. You know, if you see like 5,000 shares hit somewhere or something, again, it's not that crazy. If it starts to make the SPY go away from the S&P 500, then bots will come in and arbitrage the shit out of it, and it'll be right back there and, you know, almost instantaneously again. So it's a bit weird how it works, but it's not really something you should look at on SPY. But if you're looking at individual companies, that's where it could be fun. KJ says Meta's flagging on the 1 hour. It does kind of seem like either a flag or maybe a lower high starting to post, which could be bad. But I see the flag here as well. It looks pretty decent for sure. As long as it keeps holding 660, I like this with Meta. It looks like it's coming up in a great way. There might be a good buy the dip opportunity here on this stock. Ooh, all right, 680. Man, SPY coming back. Come on, push 680. Get past here, SPY. Let's get that good end of the week rally continuing. Get steak night ready. Get ready for steak night. The Tangy Man, steak night, baby. Thank you for all that you do, Tom. Appreciate you, Tangy. Appreciate that very, very much. Let's go. Let's go. I'm getting a bone-in ribeye now. Just kidding, but appreciate that. As always. QQQ is going to try for 618. SPY going to make a new high of the day here. You know, Tangy, how's you doing again? UEC's up today. Oh, Energy Fuels really continued again, guys. 1550 coming up. There we go, 10.37%. Boom, that's nice. Yeah, Tangy, let's both get them. Post up a picture. Tonight, we'll compare steaks. In a non-sus way. It's a good move, though, by Energy Fuels here. Are we going to start actually coming up off of this dip? I like this. 10% today, doing well. All them nuke stocks crushing it off the dip. Yeah, yeah. Very good. Let's go check UEC. Nice. Nice. Creating a little buying opportunity for some people. SMR is the one that I've been watching. It's not a nuclear stock per se. I mean, they make those small modular reactors, so I guess they are. But they're definitely not moving like a lot of them could. For me, I hold some UUU along with other metals to diversify. There you go. Yeah, energy fuel is nice. Trump order sets aside Christmas Eve, December 26th is federal holidays. Wait, what? Oh man, sorry guys. That one hit me out of nowhere. Is this real? I don't think that means that the market's closed. Boy, now I'm confused. I don't see anything say that here about the 26th. What's going on? That kind of looked like a fake website, too. Oh, it's real. Apparently it does it, but I don't get it. Man, that's so weird. It said it still needs approval? Yeah, don't worry, guys. Oh, wow, I love YouTube. Appreciate ya. Said I scalped you from the video last night. Here's a beer to go with your steak. Thanks. Oh, let's go. Appreciate that, YouTube. That's badass. I'll have one. I'll get a Guinness to go with it. Wow, Bank of America, nice action, but appreciate that, YouTube. Let's go. Yeah, glad to see you did good, though, on energy fuels. Pretty nice ripper there. Good hold of that level from yesterday here at open. Nice. SLV's made you the most this quarter, up 24% since September 30th to 25. Wow. That's fantastic to hear. SLV, another great move again today, up 1.8%. It's actually more, but I keep buying, Jake said. He keeps buying it. There you go. It's really ripping here. I'm worried it's going to turn over, but gosh, keep riding the wave till it ends because, you know, that's one of the biggest things with the market is, you know, time in the market, right? If you wait forever, you'll get passed up. My son is buying Morgan dollars. What is that? You bought him 1 kilo of silver? It's weird for me to hear the word kilos. I never think of metal when I think of kilos. All right, Tesla. Pulling back hard. Wow, look at Tessie, the way it turned over. Man, that was looking pretty rough earlier whenever it was testing that low of the day around 481.60. Gosh, though, it started really turning over here. Got a lot worse. Morgans are 1878 to 1921 silver dollar coins. Gotcha. Let me look these up. Oh, wow. Wow. I think I have some of these. Now I'm excited. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha, Jake. Are they worth more because they're old or something, or? You want to start stacking? My chat just went out, sorry. Back to the SPY. Man, it hit that little lower high on the day. That's a bit worrying there with the SPY. Some are, they just have to be in great condition or else it's just silver. Ah, I see. Makes some sense, I guess. So yeah, it does make sense. Thoughts on where the bottom might be for Costco? COST. That's a good one, Tangy. With where Costco is right now. I'm definitely looking more for like 780 to 800. Somewhere close to there. Right around where this previous peak was. And where we saw a few hits in the past. That's what I'm looking more for right now, since we started to really break through this big support around like 870. That was a pretty bad breakdown in my book. I could see a larger turnover coming in. Now, Costco hasn't really had major pullbacks, you know, like if we look at this previous pullback from Costco, you know, 33%, we can clone it. Let's drag it up to where we are now. I mean, it's very close. It's only an 18% pullback this time, though, because of the price difference. See how it gets larger? But you get it. But, yeah, it's dropping off in a pretty bad way. You know, if we did get another 30% pullback, it would put it somewhere close to where I said. I mean, if we were going to be really, like... If we were going to be really thinking that this stock would drop, I would think 700 would be about the lowest I'd look at. That's a very big support. But... Man, it's weird to see Costco moving like this, though. It's a bit strange. Generally, they're slow, but maybe they're just in that big chop zone, right? Yeah, I like it, Tangy. It definitely has me excited for a possible dip buy over the next few months, though. I will be eyeing it up very closely on Costco. We had a recent big money trade on KHC. $1 million was thrown into the 25 strike calls. KHC is a bit slow this morning, but overall has been moving in a pretty awesome way. GLD wants to go higher, Elite says. That's a good jump, GLD. Man, $400 is going to hit today again. It's very close. It'll probably hit 400 here in just a minute. Wow, GLD. Good job, GLD. Great movement there. $401 calls are printing. Love it. Love it. The metals are moving. Silver getting up there too. 60.60. New all-time high about to make here. About to make a new high. UEC, Ramirez says. UEC. Uranium Energy Corp. Continuing up. 7.4. Like it, Ramirez. You hitting on it at all today? It might be getting close to some resistance, but it's looking pretty solid. Good action there. Who laughs now? Tangi says, I was buying UEC and UUUU whenever they were $1. Yeah, UUUU has been a fun one, man. I can't believe how much it's went up past few years. Uranium. It's huge with those data centers getting those going. Let me see Datadog. Ah, got some QQQ calls in the bottom 2 days ago. Gosh, 1 sec. All right, sorry about that. I'm dying out here. QQQ. Calls at the bottom 2 days ago. Wow. That was a really good hit then. I love how it's holding 614.25 here as well. Great hold. Great hold of support. Hoping it breaks up to the 620 level. 620 is looking pretty good here. That's not impossible today. You know, the SPY and QQQ are kind of consolidating here. Maybe for a bigger rip coming through the afternoon. I like that 678 move there. Let's go. Santa's here. Yes, he is. At least he is for now. Santa's coming to town, as they say. Oracle and GLD are just in that giving mood. Oh, yeah. I'm going to draw this little trend on the SPY. I'm going to get rid of that big red line. Up 3,500 on the day. What a day. He says Santa's here. That's why Santa came to town for you. I see now. I see now. KJ said, SPY up and up. Tesla's been dipping a lot today. If it starts to rip up off of the dip, it could apply pressure to SPY. Same thing with NVIDIA. It had a good move, dipped down, and now it's starting to try to rip back. Again, seeing a pretty good move come through. You think NVO breaks past $51 anytime soon? Novo Nordisk. It's a good rip there, up 2.25%, up to around like 48.75. Not bad, not bad. Let's see. Do you think NVO breaks past 51? I do think it's going to break past 51, but you said anytime soon. Now that's the $1 million question. When? I love the base that's forming down here on NVO. I could see it attempting to go for a $51 break. It might just take a few weeks to a few months. I'm a bigger fan. If you get NVO, I would make sure to get a lot of time, and then I would also make sure to... Yeah, I would also make sure to... Well, not make sure. That's where I'm, losing it. I wouldn't make sure to do this, but if you wanted to, you could just get shares instead of options, right? I think there could still be great opportunity with NVO even if you get shares. It's at a really low price right now. No problem, Nathan. What a bounce for Oracle. I know, right? That really set the tone for the day, it felt like. Oracle was ripping last night. This morning, they rip again and kind of set that bullish tone up. Is Mike still eyeing PRMB? Oh, that's a good question, Elite. You'll have to go ask him yourself. Sorry about that. Yeah, you'll have to go on Discord and see what's up. Very weird setup. Very, very strange. Man, December 9th. It is starting to come up, though, from there. It ran up. It dipped down like for 3 days, but really it's just kind of consolidating. It's kind of a scary setup. You know, if it starts to break through this uptrend and this slight uptrend ends, it could turn over hard. Future TikTok prospects. Yeah, that'll be pretty interesting if they can actually get that deal going. Said that they were gonna run some parts of it. Captain Cook put in the chat, NVO. MP looks like a great snipe here. MP Materials, great snipe. Let's see. Nice, MP. The hell? Somehow my phone thought I said Siri or something. Getting a little later here on Friday, you know, we're getting into open. We're almost 2 hours in here. SPY is trying to break out and above its little wedge intraday. This is starting to look pretty good. MP Materials. Let's see. Oh, it is breaking out pretty well. 3.2%. It made that new high of the day. Clear extension up and out. There's definitely a little bit of momentum with MP. It's hard to say how long it's going to last here today. The daily looks a bit freaky, but that intraday setup looks nice. Seems like a tough one to catch, but SPY can't break 680? And why is that? No, I'm just kidding. FWIW. All the storage company stocks continue to sell down. That's a sign the economy is better than people think. Self-cube. I forget about that, Tangy, man. Self, Cube, and PSA. That is a bit strange. Sadly, you just got back to 12-1 numbers after the November crash. Alrighty, guys. Well, we're probably going to go ahead and call the stream right around here. Appreciate everybody for joining up today. Keep watching SPY for a possible lunchtime move and breakout coming through. This is getting extremely interesting. Going into the afternoon today, SPY's held up well. I wouldn't be surprised if it kept trying to move. But, alrighty, guys, let's go. I hope we all have a great rest of the day. Hope you guys crush it out there in the market. End the week strong. Go get some steaks. It's steak night. Everybody post up pics of your steak. You too, Tangy, man. Thanks for always being here. Yeah, I could see it trying to break, KJ. All right, guys, have a great one. I'll talk to you later. See ya.